What do you think is the best cereal ever?
I'm Trent from Fort Worth, Texas. Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Rhett and Link Kommunity. If you're a mythical beast, that means a fan of this guy and this guy, you can go become a member of the Rhett and Link Community, upload your mythical beast creations, rock the world.
Rock the world, one mythical creation at a time.
Is that the official motto? No, it's not. The official motto is I am a mythical beast, but you can say rock the world if it's 1994, because it could be.
It could be. Every week we ask what's the best blank ever. Last week we asked what is the best facial hair configuration ever.
We have tabulated the results in the comments and your video responses, and the best facial hair configuration ever is
the normal beard man.
Normal beard man. Normal beard man.
That's right. You know who's got a normal beard, Link?
You, Rhett. You do. Is that validating to you that
I'm just saying that the internet thinks that I have the best facial hair ever. I mean, it's one way to look at it.
Well, they think that the best facial hair ever is the beard, and you just happen to have it. It's coincidental.
Yeah, I have the best facial hair ever. You can hear that two ways.
Okay.
What is the best cereal ever?
Yeah, let's just move on. Now we're getting down to brass tacks, people.
Or cereal.
I am in love with cereal. Now, you know, you go down the cereal aisle, and it's like going on an amusement park ride with all these mascots and characters jumping out at you saying, "Oh, try me. I have marshmallows. I'm colorful. There's a little prize in mine. Oh, gee, you got to take a look."
Is this like a grocery store employee that says that? Is like a tour guide down the cereal aisle?
No, I'm saying it's the boxes themselves speaking to me, saying...
But that would be a good idea, like
try me.
Cereal aisle guy. I would do that. I would totally do that as opposed to entertainment.
Well, there are so many cereals that you almost would need a guide. So what I guess we are going to serve as the guides. We are going to go through some cereals that you could vote for in the comments and say, blank is the best cereal ever. You should fill in the blank with a cereal.
Yeah, there's so many of them. We're going to try some of them. We're going to partake of some of them. We're going to make our little argument for what we think is the best cereal ever, but we won't cover them all. We probably won't cover your favorite cereal. So let's just get started.
I think odds are we could. Make sure you leave a video response of your argument for your best cereal ever.
And we're not focusing on a lot of the healthy cereals. I mean, my wife is probably going to be upset with me.
If you want to vote for Grape Nuts, you can vote for Grape Nuts.
We're talking about the ones with, you know, the colorful boxes and all the sugar that makes the kids jump off the walls, like Fruit Loops.
And Frosted Flakes. Well, Frosted Flakes doesn't really have colors, but it does have frosting. You know, it's just like...
Do the different loops taste different? Let me do a blind taste test. I've always wondered this. Give me two different colors, back to back.
Okay, here's one color. Open your mouth.
Just put it in my hand, because I don't want you to touch my mouth with your hand.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to either. Okay, and then here's another color. Two different colors. Do they taste the same?
My palate can differentiate none between those. Fruit Loop is a Fruit Loop. What colors were
You're
those?
kidding me. All right, let me give you a third one to make sure.
You got your hand on blue, I see it.
Well, I got another one. Eat it.
Don't touch my mouth, man.
I didn't touch your mouth. The Fruit Loop touched your mouth.
Oh, yeah. Tastes like a Fruit Loop.
Seriously, you're saying that the colors is just a hoax?
Yeah, the colors are just there for fun and kicks, you know?
Well, if you want to vote for a hoax, people, you can vote for Fruit Loops. If you want to vote for truth in advertising, you can vote for Frosted Flakes. I mean, it says it right there on the front of it. It's frosted. You know, I'm not going to lie to you and say, or make you believe there's no sugar. We're just coated in sugar.
Another
it's flakes of sugar.
Another Loop cereal is Apple Jacks.
Now, I'm wondering if Apple Jacks are just the same thing as Fruit Loops, but less colors.
Okay, I'm going to take one green Apple Jack and one green Fruit Loop. And
let me taste these.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you, you close your eyes.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not going to touch it. Can you want me to put it in your mouth?
No,
I'll just set it right on your tongue if you want me to. Okay, this is one of them. I made no contact with the actual tongue. Okay, you know which one that is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and this is the other one. Why are we doing this?
Second one was a Fruit Loop. First one was an Applejack. Can I open my eyes, or do I
Yeah.
need to do the rest of it with my eyes closed?
Wow, you could be like a cereal taster for a living.
Well, Applejacks, I wouldn't have told you this before I tasted it, have a cinnamon quality. So, I mean, that gets some points, you know?
Well, there's actually little red dots on it. That must be the cinnamon.
Now, what is that right there? Is that Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
No, this is a golden graham. This is a golden graham, which is distinctly different than Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but
Okay.
they both look like a little graham cracker.
So a Golden Graham is basically a lame Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Golden Grahams don't even have a mascot on the box.
They have great commercials, though. Golden graham is good. Taste that. Tastes like a graham cracker. I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
I'd much rather have Cinnamon Toast than,
Taste that, though.
than a graham cracker.
Don't deny me that that's a good.
I won't deny you that that's a good.
Don't deny me that's a good.
I already know what my vote is, and we'll get to it shortly. But listen, here's one potential criteria with which to judge the best cereal ever. When you're done eating it, what does the milk look and taste like? How is the milk rendered when you've eaten all the cereal? That could be a good criteria, because Cocoa Puffs, let me tell you.
They make chocolate milk.
Any cereal that makes chocolate milk is pretty awesome.
It gets points. Now, you've got Cocoa Puffs and you've got Cocoa Krispies.
And you've got Count Chocula.
Now, Cocoa Krispies, is that Rice Krispies that are just cocoa flavored?
Right, yeah. Lucky Charms are also in here with the Cocoa Krispies, so I'll talk Cocoa Puffs. So I'll talk about those.
Okay.
My kids, they just eat the marshmallows out. I think that's what every kid does, right? So it's very wasteful. It encourages wastiness.
Well, if you think about Lucky Charms, if you eat the non-Lucky Charm part, the unlucky part, just the regular old grainy cereal,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like a flavorless Cheerio.
Well, I think it's actually like Alphabets. You remember Alphabets? It had the whole alphabet, and you could spell it in your bowl.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, it is. I don't like marshmallows, so I'm not really voting for those.
Okay,
And they had the leprechaun too, so Lucky Charms gets a lot of
a very
votes,
popular,
I'm sure.
very sweet cereal, Trix. Trix, the only cereal that in the slogan is who it's for. Trix are for kids. You silly rabbit, right?
Yeah.
Trix are for kids.
So you're saying that you didn't know they were for kids, but because there's a slogan, you think you might vote for it?
No, I'm just saying that they embrace it so much that it's their slogan. So these are made for kids to eat, not for adults.
Like eating a mixed up rainbow. Now these taste fruity.
Very sweet, very overly sweet and very fruity.
I don't like anything fruity.
You know, I don't think your mascot for your cereal should be a rabbit when you have little rounded cereal.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
But
Turds.
at least a rabbit is not the mascot
For Cocoa
for
Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs. That would be a problem. The mascot is a bird. You know, birds don't make.
Birds make blue and white poop, so they can be the mascot for a brown, poopish looking
And we got a couple
cereal.
other ones we're not going to try, but everybody knows about Rice Krispies, Snap, Crackle, and Pop. They have 3 mascots, little elves, very popular cereal.
It does make a noise. I mean, that's marketable.
Honeycombs, also good commercials.
And I will say that my favorite, bam, I brought this from my house, and I'm not going to let you eat more than one because they're mine. Frosted Mini Wheats. No lie, I had these for breakfast this morning, and I had them for dinner last night. I could eat these every day for the rest of my life, at least one of the 3 meals each day that I eat, and I wouldn't complain to anybody.
That says a lot about
They're like the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of cereal. You know, it's like, oh, I'm healthy. Oh, I'm here for the party.
you. I like that.
And I always eat them frosting side down, so I really get a
So you put it right on your tongue?
the full gusto, you know.
Do you make sure they're all situated in your milk in the right direction? Are you one of those guys?
When I pick them up on my spoon, I put them frosting side down.
Okay. To each his own. I'm going to say that my favorite cereal is the classic Honey Nut Cheerios.
That's
You know,
respectable.
Cheerios are okay. You add the honey nut and they become irresistible. You can make a necklace out of these. You can give them to children. You can make arts and crafts out of them. It has a bee mascot, which is consistent with the honey nut that's in them.
And they're for adults and children. They cross over.
And they have this campaign here, can help lower cholesterol that you see in all the commercials. So they're actually good for you.
Okay, just rounding out the list before we spin the wheel. Vote in the comments for your favorite cereal to make it potentially best cereal ever. Some other ones to consider: Captain Crunch. Chex. Cornflakes. Yeah. Golden Grams. We said those. Fruity Pebbles. Raisin Bran. Special K. What does the K stand for?
That's always been a question of mine.
Wheaties. Trix. And Kicks. We said Trix. I think Kicks is just a little less than Trix. I don't know.
We had Wheaties, but they don't put people on them anymore. They put NASCARs on them. What's up with that? It's not a person, that's a vehicle.
Let's spin the wheel and shut down this show. Make your argument, people. Let your voice be heard. Here we go.
Alternating words.
Okay, this is a good idea. All right, so you say a word, I say a word, and we're going to make a complete thought that is going to be the ending of this episode of Good Mythical Morning. I'll start.
We
Just
had
to
tell
a
story.
but
If
squirrels
kill
totally drawn a blank.
just come up with a word. If squirrels kill
Squirrels.
that. You're slow at this.
Squirrels? I'm just joking. That won't
Be
the
acceptable
thing
for
us
to
do
at
this.
point.
So,
Sayonara.
period. Squirrels.